Hey, how you guys doing out there today? This is Stephanie Menes from the Roto Beast team, and I'm here to present you our NBA picks for Monday, November 6th. As always, if you want to watch our full video, please come subscribe to our YouTube channel at Roto Beast. And if you want to play the actual lineups that we're playing, please visit our website at www.rotobeast.net. All right, so I'm doing something for this week, and I know it's maybe asking a lot, but hey, I'm giving away a lot as well. I'm at 662 subscribers right now. I really want to get to 1,000 by next Monday, so I have 1 week to get to the 1K mark. If you guys don't mind, please like all the videos. Please share them. Help me get a little bit more exposure out there. If I could get to 1K subscribers by next Monday, I'll give out a NBA season package. This way you get lineups every single day. Um, you know, 7 days a week, and yeah, I'll do that for you guys. So help me out, I'll help you guys out, and let's make some money together. So we'll jump into this slate. I think it's an ugly slate, to be honest with you. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I'm just going to go through quickly. I think what you need to do on this slate is pretty much just stack the Brooklyn and Phoenix game, and then just get yourself a little Warriors exposure, and I think you should be fine. So the first game we'll talk about is Brooklyn versus Phoenix. This has by far the highest implied total of 234. Phoenix is projected to win by 1.5 points, so it's projected to stay pretty close in a back and forth, fast-paced game. The Suns get an 8% pace bump. The Nets get a 6% pace bump. So that's just another reason for us to feel like it's really going to be a back and forth, run and gun game. Next game we'll talk about is the Warriors at Miami. I like this game. The problem with this game is Vegas has this game with Warriors projected to win by 15 points. So they project this game pretty much to be a blowout. But it does have the second highest implied total of 226 points projected to be scored. And then the last game is Boston versus Atlanta. This game it's the lowest total by far at a 204 implied total. Boston's projected to win by 9. So, like I said, stack the Brooklyn versus Phoenix, get a little Warriors, and I think you'll be successful. So we'll start at point guard. I think the top point guard by far is Stephen Curry. His price has finally got to 10K. He's been under 10K all season. He's been producing all season. So even though we say, hey, this game is projected to be a complete blowout, they're not going to play the fourth quarter. Well, the Warriors haven't been playing the fourth quarter. The last 3 games, Curry's only played 29 minutes, 31 minutes, and 29 minutes. But he's still getting us 54, 44, 42. And on his 10K mark, we pretty much need 50 for value. But if he gets us anywhere near that, which I think he will, even though he only plays 3 quarters, he's going to easily be the top option at point guard on this slate. Next, we'll talk about, where's he at? Mike James. I've been playing this guy a lot. People are like, why do you keep playing him? Ever since Bledsoe pretty much just, hey, sit your ass down until we trade you. You're not going to play for us. Mike James has been getting a lot of the minutes. Tyler Ulis has been getting some minutes from him. But, for the most part, he's still getting very consistent run. He just played the Nets a week ago, and he went for 24, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, a block, and 4 steals. The 4 steals is not really sustainable, but the Nets are a young team that do turn over the ball. He went for a massive 46.1 points. On his 5.8 price tag, we need about 28 from him. He's got 28 2 of the last 4 games. And like I said, he got 46 against these same exact Nets a week ago. So even though I don't think he's going to get 46, I think he'll get 32 to 34 points, which will be great for our cash games. I think he's a cash game lock at point guard. The last guy I'm going to talk about is Goran Dragic. This guy's been pretty good. The problem with this guy is that Warriors are projected to blow him out, so how many minutes is he really going to get? But for a 7K price tag, we need about 35 from him. He's getting very close. 33, 30, 36, 42, 27. His last 5 games. And this is an up-tempo game for Miami, so he could get an extra shot or 2. So I think if this game stays somewhat close, is going to be, a big part because of Goran Dragic. Next, we'll move on to shooting guard. I think Klay Thompson is, a great option today at 7.2K. He's been good. He's been very good. He's a top, 5 shooting guard in the league. 30, 33, 27, 35. Off game shooting-wise against the Denver Nuggets, and they only got 21. But on his price tag of 7.2, we need about 36 from him. This game is projected to blow out, so I don't know if he's going to get us there. I actually like the next two guys I'm going to talk about a little bit more, but I think Clay is a solid GPP option. Next, we'll talk about the big guys. I think you got to try to fit both of these guys in today. Devin Booker, the guy's beast. I mean, he just played Brooklyn a week ago, went for 42 fantasy points. At 8.2, we need about 41 from him. And how many times he got us 41 in the last 5? 46, 42, 33, 41. And then everybody for the Suns pretty much had a bad game against Phoenix. So he's got us there, what? 3 of the last 5 games. So I definitely really like him in this up-tempo game against Brooklyn. We'll talk about this guy on the other side. I think it's going to be a back-and-forth game. Like I said, they just played Phoenix a week ago, and he went for 45 fantasy points. He scored 33 real-life points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Russell's been good. I mean, he's been really good this season. At 8K, I think we need 40 for value. I think he's going to get us close to that today. Last game against his old team, he got a little uptake in minutes. He's played 35 compared to, lately he's been playing anywhere from about 28 to 30. So, if he's going to continue to get a little bit more minutes, and it wasn't just because he was playing his old team, I really like him either way. I think him and Booker are really solid plays to fit in together today. And then so we'll move on to small forward. Kevin Durant, top option, 10.5K. The price is rising. We need about 53 from him, and he hasn't got us 53 only one time in the last 5 games. But he's having the same thing with Curry. They're not playing the fourth quarter, and they're still getting somewhat towards value. I think KD honestly scares me a little bit today, just because. The Heat are a pretty good defensive team. They're slow pace. If the Warriors are gonna smash them by 15 points going into the fourth quarter, he is gonna sit. But if you could fit him in, he's your clear top option on the slate. You know what you're gonna get. He's always gonna get you in the 40s to low 50s every day. Next, we'll talk about Amari Carroll. This guy's been good for the Nets this year. He's been really good. Just played Phoenix a week ago. Got us 35 fantasy points. On a 6.2K salary, we need about 31. So if he gets me this 35 again, I'll be very happy. Thing about it is he got 4 steals. You can't really count on him to get 4 steals again, but he will get a couple steals. That's what this guy does. He played 33 minutes against the Lakers. He got us 32 fantasy points. So if he's locked into this 32, 33 minutes, I think he's a great play against the Suns today. We'll talk about Warren on the other side of the ball. The problem with Warren I don't like really is that he's splitting minutes with the rookie, but when he's getting his minutes, he's doing work. He just went off for 40 points, 10 rebounds against Washington. Got 61 fantasy points. So that just shows his upside that he does have. At 6.2, we need about 32 from him. He's got us 32 2 times in the last 5 games. Like I said, the big thing about him is he going to get minutes. He got 24, 27, 26, only 25. But then Washington, they actually gave him minutes. He played 35, and he went off. 10 minutes, he got hurt and left this game. Came back in Spurs and played 29. So the big thing about him is he going to get the minutes? But if he's going to get 30-plus minutes against the Nets, the guy's going to have a monster game. On the cheaper end, just to kind of get you, we need a little bit of value on this slate. Josh Jackson, he's the one that's been taking some minutes from Warren. They're almost splitting minutes. The rookie's been good. On a 3.7 salary, we need about 16 to 17, I want to say. And he's got us 26, 16, 19, 20. He had one bad game against Washington where he only played 12 minutes. So he's got us there 4 out of 5 times. Now his price tag against the Nets today, I think he's gonna have a solid game. Nothing crazy, but for his price tag, all we need is him to hit us value. Next, we'll move on to power forward. Draymond Green, obvious top option on the slate. I just don't know how much I like the price tag right now, especially with the Warriors being so projected to blow them out by 15. It's a little scary, but I do like the Warriors. Green fills up the stat sheet. We know that. Even in limited minutes, this guy still is good. Played 26 minutes against Denver, still got 45 fantasy points. So Green is a guy I don't worry about so much on the minute wise because he still gets his. I mean, plain and simple, he does everything for the team, so he gets a little bit of everything. But the price is rising, and so it's a little bit scary. But if you could fit him in, you fit him in. Next, we'll talk about this guy. I actually just played him the other day against the Suns, and he did work for me. He got me 38 fantasy points. I played him, and it was great. I was very happy. And on his 6.7 salary cap, we need about 34. And if he can get me anywhere close to that, I mean, I think this guy's a really good play today. He does a little bit of everything. It's not just one thing that he does. He gets those defensive stats that we like. Plus, he's been scoring the ball a lot lately. Gets his rebounds. So I think he's a great play today. And the guy on the lower end, it's all about minutes with this guy. Minutes equals opportunity, but when he gets his minutes, he usually is pretty good. Marquise Chris, the young guy, 4.3K. We need about 22 from him. And he's gets close. He hasn't really got it too much. I mean, we need 22, 18, 18, 35, 16, 8. So he hasn't really got us what we've been wanting, except for this one game against Washington. But going against Brooklyn, if you hear anything about the minutes, you're going to trend up a little bit or anything like that, the young guy's a great play. All right, so let's finish off at center. I think a lot of people are going to be on Whiteside, and yes, he is the best center on the slate, but he's just coming off injury. It's a back-to-back. He had a little uptick in minutes yesterday's game, and he went off for 55 fantasy points, 21 points, 17 rebounds. So this shows you his upside. He has massive upside, but the 2 games before that, 23 minutes, he only got 25. 26 minutes, he got 34. On this 8.7 price tag, we need about 42 to 43. If he gets us one of these, we're going to be dead in the water. So I don't know if it's really smart to pay it for Whiteside today, but, I mean, he is the top option. Next, we'll talk about Al Horford. This guy's been pretty good, but he's not doing nothing crazy. That's the problem. 7.5. We need about 37.5 from him. And in the last 5 games, he's got us 37.5 one time. Besides that, 28, 26, 33, 26. So I just think his price is a little bit inflated more than I like on this slate. I think a clear option, in my opinion, is going to be Tyson Chandler. 4.9. We need about 24 from him. And I think he could definitely get us there, if not very close. It's all about minutes with him. Every time he gets minutes, he does work. It's just a matter of if he's going to get minutes or if he's going to split them with Lynn. But he's solid. I mean, he's been scoring. He's been getting his rebounds. This game against Brooklyn a week ago, he only scored 2 points, but he got 13 rebounds, 19 fantasy points. If he would have scored just a couple more buckets, he would have hit value easily on this price tag. I think he's going to score a couple more buckets today. I think he's a solid option. If you want to punt a little bit, a little punt play just to kind of fill out all the other spots, you got Zaza Pachulia. I mean, this guy hasn't done nothing special. 3.5K, we need 17 fantasy points. He's got there just his last game. So, I mean, it's nothing like, oh, man, this is a really risky play. But you're using him to fit everybody else around. So if you feel he's going to get you enough to not kill you, I think you could look at him. Strictly GPP play, though. And one more cheap GPP play is Mozgov. He's getting limited minutes as well. That's the problem with a lot of these cheap centers. But when he does get minutes, he does pretty good. He's going to be going against Tyson Chandler, which is not the best matchup. Chandler's a really good defensive player. But at 3.1, we need 15 for value. And I think that he could definitely get close to that. In the last 6 games, he's got 15, 1, 2, 3 out of 6. But if he got me 12 on a 3.1, I wouldn't cry about it. So Mozgov is another cheap GPP option. So yeah, hey, that's where I'm at for today. Like I said, if you want to win tonight, you pretty much just stack the Nets and Phoenix game as much as possible. Work in a Warrior or 2, and just move about your business and hey, get that money. I'll be back tomorrow with my picks for Tuesday. Remember, please please share the videos. Help me get to the 1K mark this week, and I'm going to be giving away that free NBA package to one of you lucky subscribers. So, hey, have a good one, and I'll talk to you later.